right. Oh, yeah. It is Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. And from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, Marshal Manlove from My Sports Reports, evidenced by the My Sports Reports logo in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This is a special interview edition of our show. You saw a sneak preview of the faces of the people we're going to interview here because user error once again by the show host. It's okay. At least they weren't doing anything out of the ordinary when they had that sneak peek as we turned this video live. Let's see. Next up, this is brought to you today, and as always, by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you would like a funny, fascinating, and memorable experience for a party or an event that you are having, please consider my stage hypnosis show, details about which you can find at marshalmanlove.com. And also, please take a look at our digital art site at Redbubble. Look out for my sports art there on Etsy. It's My Sports Creations. Original, unique, and limited designs by us here at My Sports Reports. So now, hopefully, when I hit this next button, my guests will appear again. Yes, there they are. There we are. Not batting 1,000, but I'm not batting 0 any longer. So, oh man, I really should invest some money and pay for someone to help me out and do all this kind of stuff. So on the screen from left to right is the Warren East High School Volleyball head coach, Sheila Yokley. And to her left on the screen, or to the right on the screen, my left on the screen, is Jada Knight. And we actually mentioned Jada recently on an episode of Amateur Sports Milestones because she reached a couple significant volleyball milestones for her career with the Raiders there in Warren East High School in Bowling Green. Ladies, thanks for making time to come visit us. Sheila, tell us a little bit about your team. Tell us how long you've been coaching, a little bit about you, and then we'll meet Jada and find out about her and all these things that she's accomplished here so far.
Okay, well, thanks so much for having us to start with. This is great. I've been coaching high school volleyball for 18 years. I've coached club volleyball for 15 with a local Bravo volleyball club. I've got 14 girls on my roster. Jada is a captain. She has actually been a captain for the past couple of years, and she has played for me in club and high school for, well, we'll say since she was 11, and she's a senior now, so it's been for quite a while. But she's our senior setter. To go with her to round out our starting lineup, I've got Mia Andrews, who's a junior. She's a middle, very athletic kid. We've got an outside hitter, Bailey Young. Bailey's got a heavy hand. This kid can flat put the ball down. She can play, defense. She can do it all. We've got our libero, McKenna Ryan, who just recently had her 1,000 digs. And this kid is an all-state track star as well. And I'm telling you, if you want anybody running that ball down, it is McKenna. She is super fast. And then we have Jamie Phelps. She's an outside hitter, also a great passer. She does a good job for us. Good blocker. She's very good on defense. We have Catherine Montgomery, who is also a middle hitter. She's very athletic, very young. She's just a sophomore, but she is a big piece to our volleyball puzzle. Good kid too. Our opposite hitter, she's a big kid. She's 6'1", just phenomenal. She can set, she can hit, she can block, she can pass, she can do it all. Just a great kid. And to round out our other players, we have junior outside hitter Nina Lyle. She's learning, she's doing great. We have freshman Michaela Kaczynski, who's a defensive specialist, does a great job. She plays a lot of varsity. We also have another freshman, Mary Jackson, who's a DS. Phenomenal kid. She's a really good player. She's gonna have a long volleyball life, I'm sure. Um, and then we've got eighth grader Kylie Ware, who is a defensive specialist. Funny kid. She brings so much energy to the court. And our last but not least player is Katie Stunson. She is also a sophomore, outside hitter. She also passes, does a great job. She's a good player, good player. But that rounds us all out.
That's a great introduction to your team.
Thank you.
And if the statistics that I have here are correct, it looks like you are currently 26-7 overall this year. Would that be right?
That's correct.
Surprised that I knew that? You had a surprised look, like, oh yeah, wow, this guy might actually know something. I'm surprised that he actually knew something. Yeah, one of those two.
Good job.
So I see also in your district, which is district number 15, you currently appear to be undefeated. Is that also correct?
That is correct.
So how much volleyball season is left for the Raiders volleyball team there?
We only have 2 more regular season matches next week. We're out on fall break this week, but we start back on Monday playing Ohio County, and then on Thursday we will be playing Russell County. Both of those will be home matches. Then right after that, the following week of the 16th, we'll start our district tournaments.
Okay.
So it's winding down.
And so here in Delaware, where my home studio is, I guess we're only halfway through our season, but we don't play as many matches. We only have 15 regular season matches here. So, and it's one of the things that I'm involved with the volleyball community. I referee as well. That I think puts our kids at a disadvantage. You have this great opportunity to play a whole lot of extra matches to get that experience that you need there for the kids. I just kind of find it a little interesting that your season ends a little earlier. When does it start? When do you start regular matches?
It's the first week of August, not first week of August, but the first week of school. It's usually around August 17th. August 16th, August 17th, in that area.
Okay.
And then we'll play until the end of October, or, because we'll have our districts the week of October 16th. Then the following week will be regions, and state will be the very last week of October, first week of November, right in that area.
Okay. Yeah, so that ends up corresponding about where we are then. Okay. Now, Jada, thanks for coming by. How old are you? I know you're a senior. That was already mentioned. How old are you?
I'll be 18 in 20 days. So I'm 17 right now.
Okay. Don't rush it. Savor every last minute of your time as a legal minor. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we did mention your statistical milestone. I won't make you mention it. I will mention it. You recorded your 3,000th assist this year. That's amazing. And you're over 950 just this year alone. Congratulations to you there, young lady.
Thank you.
And also 1,000 digs. So 2 significant statistical milestones. That's fantastic. How many kills do you have?
I don't know.
Well, you're not a hitter. That's okay. I was just trying to throw you up there just a little bit. So what got you into volleyball and becoming a setter specifically?
I kind of grew up around it my whole life. So I used to play softball before I started volleyball. And I kind of got bored of that. So I just wanted to try volleyball, give it a go, and I ended up really liking it, so I kind of just stuck with it.
Yeah, high school softball can be a little boring unless you're a pitcher or a catcher, right?
Yeah, I quit before middle school though. I didn't want to play for my school.
Oh, okay. I won't ask why. Okay, just to keep everybody out of trouble there.
Okay.
All right. So you're involved in pretty much every play. Do you play all 6 rotations?
Yes.
All right. Well, you must because you have all those digs, and that's where you get them in the back, right? So let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question: what kind of offense do you run there at Warren East?
We do a 5-1,
Okay.
so I set the whole time.
Yes, you do. That's how you get 3,000 assists. It'd be tough to get 3,000 if you were running like a 5-2 there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be a little harder.
Yeah, then you'd only have like 1,500 if my math is correct.
Probably.
Now, are you committed to play college by any chance?
Not yet. I'm still trying to decide where I want to go.
Are there any offers on the table for you?
I got my first one last week from Spalding University in Louisville.
Awesome. Awesome. So that would be nice to have college paid for if they were offering that kind of money anyway, so you can and play a sport, right? That would be pretty cool.
Yes.
So let me ask you this question. Here's like different question here. So I noticed that from some of your scores, you don't always play best of 5 there.
Yeah. Sometimes we play the best of 3 because when we're at our home gyms, because we have to pay the referees more if we do best out of
That's
5.
right. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
That's right. You do. So considering that, now has that been for quite some time there? Has it been that way?
It was just this year.
Oh, just okay. All right. So you still had over 900 assists and playing not as many sets as a lot of other places around the nation. Anyway, so that's definitely cool. Any other sports you play, Jada?
No. I just do volleyball.
Okay. And what do you like the most about volleyball?
I like that it keeps getting better and it keeps challenging me to be a better player constantly so I can keep growing to be the best I can. And I like meeting new people with it.
Yeah, that's what's cool about sports, right? So tell me something about the area there. If I was to come watch you play, for example, at one of your home matches, I know they're matches, where would I go to hang out to like eat, either before or after? Where does everybody like to go there?
Usually we like to go across town and go to like Chick-fil-A or something, or Zaxby's. Nothing really close to East.
So tell me about life at Warren East High School. What's it like for you as a almost legal 18-year-old adult?
It's a pretty close community. We have a smaller school, so everyone like knows each other, and we all get along and support each other in our sports teams. So it's a good place to go.
All right, cool. And talk about some of your perhaps pregame rituals or superstitions that you might have. I know that people who are successful in sports have to get their mind right quite often, and they do things or have some rituals that help them focus in one way or another. Do you have anything like that?
On game days, I always wear one of my coconut or beach perfumes because I don't know, it just makes me. I've just done it for so long, and I like those the best, and they just give me good luck.
See, 95% of the people I talk to have something like that, right? Like they'll wear the same socks or whatever the case may be, bounce the ball 3 times, spin around before they serve it, whatever it might be, right? Coach, have you seen anything that might stand out from any of your players over the few years that in that superstition category that might be funny or interesting?
Well, just the thing you mentioned about the socks, some of these kids refuse to wash their knee pads until the end of the season. So that is, they say it brings them bad luck, and some of them just won't do it. The socks, they have to wear the same socks every match. They're not allowed to wear jewelry, so that can't be. But I think it's the socks and I believe that's probably one of the biggest ones for sure.
Well, actually, this year players are allowed to wear some certain jewelry. Have you banned that though?
No, no. In Kentucky, you can wear like small studs, from the chin up,
Right.
but earrings, it has to be, it can't be like the big pearl earrings. And there's been some that they have, called them out for. So it's got to be the smaller studs, and it is a health risk. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
They like their jewelry though, but yeah, finally for the first time this year, they are allowing some jewelry. So that's a start. It's a start.
Right. So between the two of you, tell me what rules you think you might like to see changed or added to the sport of high school volleyball.
For me,
For
as
both
a
of
coach,
you, yeah. Start with you.
I would love to see two liberos like we use in club. It's great, and you may have one kid who is a really good server and also a really good passer, so you may could have her go in for one player, and then the other libero could possibly go in for another, and it saves you on substitutions, of course. So that is the one thing I would truly love to see change in high school, to where we can do in club, the liberos for sure. What about you, Jada? What do you think?
I don't really care. I think the rules are fine the way they are. I just do what I'm told.
But you do it so well, so that's a positive.
Thank you.
Right. So
We call her our lieutenant on our team. She keeps us all straight.
hey, you said she's a captain, so that's makes total sense there. Jada, what's the team's hype song? Do you have one?
Recently we've been liking Ski. That one gets us all pretty hyped up.
Okay, humor me. I'm 61. What? Who?
Oh, Jada, you gotta sing.
I'm not singing it. No.
No, just say the name of it. Okay.
You have to look it up. It's a good song.
Okay, I will. Just today, for the first time in like years, I walked into a gym and they were playing AC/DC. I said, "Oh, thankfully, something I knew, something I actually knew." It was amazing.
That's what I would be playing if they would let me, but they have their own music that they like.
Yeah, you call it music.
Right. You got it. Now I know for myself, I love that football hype song that goes like "We Ready." Oh my goodness, that gets me fired up every time. My girls not so much. They like the one Jada was talking about.
So, Jada, what kind of life path are you trying to walk right now? Where do you see yourself in 5-10 years or so?
I want to do something with business, but I'm not quite sure what yet. I haven't figured out all the details.
You still have plenty of time, but at least you have a path down which you can begin to walk anyway. So, Jada, talk about your coach a little bit. She said she's been coaching you since you were 11 years old, so you know her very well. I imagine she is a special person in your life. Talk about her a little bit, what she means to you.
She means a lot to me. She was my club coach my first year of Bravo, and she's been kind of coaching me ever since. So we've had a very close bond, and she's always there for me, pushing me to be better.
So, can you think of anything off the top of your head that she has said that sticks with you, like some sort of lesson, whether it's a life lesson or a game lesson or something that, some kind of mantra that now sticks in your head from over these past 7 years or so?
I would say she pushes us to be good people and good players. She's very big on morals and being a good person and a good teammate. So I've just kind of learned to always help everyone around me and try and be a better person whenever I can from her.
Yeah, good. Good. I will tell you that high school coaches are very, very underappreciated. They're very, very important. And I've seen it here in my state over the last 30 years or so, covering sports and being involved in the communities. And you can tell when a program has a special coach. It shows up not only in championship banners, that's the first place you see it, but then when you find out the people that were on those teams along the years and the things that they went on to accomplish, it really is a testimony to the great leaders that are placed in some of these programs. And I can tell there, Sheila, by the way, Jada just talked about you, that you are one of those special coaches and that you have helped mentor a great young person who I'm sure will do amazing things in her life. So
It makes me want to cry, Jada.
You're welcome.
So, Coach, kind of same question for you in reverse, though. Like, what has Jada meant to you over the years that you've known her?
You know, Jada's always been a hard worker. And when she first started out playing volleyball, it was kind of rough, but you have to start somewhere. But she has worked so hard and never misses practice. She has always been there. She has been completely committed and completely dedicated to our program. And, you know, she's been a huge part of it since she was, you know, just a little kid. And she's done so well, but she has put the work in. She's done the time. And you know, even during season, she was still doing private lessons with Jessica Lucas. She was a 4-time All-American. And I think Jada went to watch her play one time at Western. And I feel like that right there is where Jada decided she wanted to be a setter just like Jessica. Because Jessica was amazing, great person. And I think Jada lives her life just the way you see her. I mean, she's a good person. She's good to everybody. Everybody loves her. A testament to that, she was just voted homecoming queen at the football game just a couple weeks ago. And,
Awesome.
and she couldn't go because we were playing in a volleyball tournament, so she had to miss her homecoming. So, but that's the level of commitment that this kid has had all along. She knows what she wants to do, and she knows what she has to do to get there, and she just keeps working hard to reach her goals. I'm super proud of her.
Maybe you could have pinned the crown to her during that match, right? That'd have been cool.
We should have. We should have.
All right. Well, it's very nice to meet the two of you, and I want to wish you the best of success coming up in your district tournament, and then hopefully move on to the regionals and the states as well. And we'll try to, the best of my ability, follow your progress along the way. And if anything special comes up, any other kids do something amazing, let me know too, so I can make sure I can include them in future segments. And then
we sure. But thank you so much for having us. This was so much fun.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Jada, best of luck to you.
Thank
and
you.
all that you do. I'm going to hit the end button now and bid you farewell. And once again, best of luck. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was Sheila Yokley, head coach of the Warren East High School volleyball team in Bowling Green, and her setter, Jada Knight, who reached the 3,000 assist mark for her volleyball career with the Raiders, and also 1,000 digs. Would you like to recommend somebody for me to talk to here on the show? Just reach out to me. mysportsreports@gmail.com. You can see some other information scrolling across the screen now. Please help support the show by liking, sharing, and subscribing wherever you might find these videos. I'd appreciate it. And special thanks go out to my wonderful and beautiful wife, Dawnie, and my friends Joey B and Tommy K, supporters of the show from day one. So, I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Marshal Manlove, and now, from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I bid you farewell and good night, or good day, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Make it a good day, afternoon, or night. Where's the end button?